Come with me to Sanrio Puroland. At the very end of this past April, I visited Sanrio Puroland to celebrate my 26th birthday. Sanrio Puroland is a theme park that is completely Sanrio themed, located in the city of Tama, which is in Tokyo, Japan. I have wanted to see Sanrio Puroland since I was a little girl, so to finally be able to see it as a 26-year-old woman was so exciting. In case you're wondering what it's like to visit on your birthday, I am going to show you what it was like when I visited on mine. If you tell the ticket attendant that it is your birthday, this is what will happen. Immediately, I was directed to the information desk, and when I got there, everyone clapped. Then I was gifted a paper necklace and a sticker sheet. And with my new gifts, I walked over to a small area and got to decorate it. From that point on, as I wore it throughout the day, everyone knew it was my birthday. So, Sanrio Puroland is a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. I've heard before that you could get the entire park done in about an hour or two, but that was absolutely not the case for me. There is so much to see at this park. I think my favorite souvenir was this capsule toy that I got on the basement floor. I was able to get it with a Passmo card, which I thought was pretty neat. Anyway, you'll never guess which character I got. It was Cinema Roll. So let's talk about all the Sanrio characters. They are absolutely everywhere, as you would expect. Because we went during Golden Week and it was super crowded, we only had time to do one ride, and it was the My Merode Drive car ride. Despite the long wait times, I personally think it was worth it because the actual ride itself was so cute. As you sit in a small My Melody cart, you get to ride around and see the story of how My Melody came to be. And as the cart stops on each scene, you get a picture taken that you will get to look at the very end of the ride. Although this ride was entirely spoken in Japanese, I felt like I could understand what was going on, so it really wasn't a big deal. I was just so excited to be on the ride and seeing all of these really cute little displays that I just was happy to be there. This is also a really good ride to take young children on because it does not go fast and there are no sudden drops. It's just very cute and very scenic. Personally, I've never really been one for roller coasters, so this was a perfect ride for someone like me. I would say if you are a huge fan of Kuromi or My Melody, this is a perfect ride for you to go on because it's just perfect in every way. Another part of this ride that I very much appreciated was the fact that I didn't really feel dizzy at any point. Now, I'm not exactly someone who is photosensitive or anything, but I felt like they did a pretty good job at keeping the lights changing at a decent speed that wasn't, distracting or difficult to look at. And after our final photo was taken, we were escorted out of the ride. It went by really quickly, didn't it? So when we got off the ride, we were able to purchase a ticket at a small machine and use that ticket to print out our photos. As we continued through the basement floor, we decided that we were going to try to dodge crowds, and we ducked into this really cute little store. I'm assuming that people who are huge fans of the Sanrio franchise will probably know that this store has exclusive merchandise, but I didn't really know that when I got here. There are multiple stores to buy things at Sanrio Puroland, so if you can't get into one store, there are always more with the same exclusive merch. So something that I noticed was that a lot of people were wearing these special Sanrio headbands and hair clips, and they had many different kinds so you could rep your favorite characters. I also saw a post box where you could apparently mail things, and that was pretty cool. While I was visiting, the yen was actually very, very low compared to the US dollar, so everything that felt expensive really wasn't as expensive as I had expected. After leaving the shop, I sat down in this town square area, and the most adorable thing happened. We were told that a special event was going to start here, and as we waited for the performance, they were teaching us the dance that would be shown in the performance so that we could literally dance along with the performers. Since this was all happening in Japanese, I was a little confused, but as soon as the characters came out, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Apparently, there are different stage shows that happen at different times of the year, and you kind of have to just stay tuned to see what was happening. This was the stage show that was occurring when we went, and it was super cute. It's really hard to deny the fact that Cinema Roll definitely got a lot of love from the audience, as well as My Melody and Puchako. You could always tell when someone's favorite character came out because you would see people start cheering and jumping up and down. There was one person in front of me who was decked out in Pom Pom Purin clothing from head to toe, and when Pom Pom Purin came out, they were jumping up and down and up and down, and they literally started crying. I'm not exaggerating. I don't think I could truly get the magic on camera, but it was very emotional to be here. The music was very loud and the lights were very very, very strong. So when we left, I kind of felt like I needed a break. So this is when we took the escalator back upstairs and discovered that there was a mega store up there. And if you thought that my wallet must have died at the store downstairs, well, this was a whole other ballpark. If you are someone who collects Sanrio merchandise, this store was actually the best thing that could ever be for you. This store was huge, and every single square foot of it had Sanrio merch that I had definitely not seen before. Yeah, there were definitely things that I had not seen before here. If there was something Sanrio, the store probably had it, including snacks and merchandise and plushies and DVDs. Basically everything that you could possibly think of. With Sanrio, it was probably in the store somewhere. But you guys, I was very good, and I only picked out a few things that I really liked, and because it was my birthday, I decided to let myself live a little bit. The main thing that I enjoyed the most about this store were all of the different displays. Those of you watching who have probably never traveled to Japan may not know what I'm talking about, but it is very clear that there was a lot of thought and effort put into store displays in Japan. And this was a theme that I found basically the entire time I was visiting. But at this store in particular, I noticed it the most because it wasn't just that there was a lot of merch and it was just sitting on shelves. The shelves themselves were art. So when I was done shopping, at the very back of the store, they had these commemorative coins that you could get. And even more special, I was able to engrave it. So of course, I decided to do that. And in case you're wondering, yes, you can write your name in English on these commemorative coins. And the quality is really, really nice. Take a look. In addition to getting a special commemorative coin, as the park was going to close, I went to this special area to make a custom rubber keychain. I couldn't get much footage of that though because they didn't allow you to film in the area. Overall, the Sanrio Puroland park was so cool, and I was fully entertained even as an adult, and even as someone who went really late in the day and wasn't able to see like half of the park. This park is a little bit out of the way for most people, but I felt like it was totally worth the trip, especially since this is the real-life location inspiration for the upcoming Tamagotchi Sanrio characters uni. But we'll talk about that next time.